Greta is from Norway and moved here as a bride to a college professor. Her husband was very attentive before the marriage. He changed, spending all his time working. Greta is having trouble adjusting to American life and is lonely, feeling unaccepted by her husband's friends and colleagues. She is thinking of a divorce for the answer. Greta has asked me to be her therapist, but I am a friend and colleague of her husband. I tried to refer her to someone else, but Greta begged me. She does not feel she could open up to a stranger. Greta has me in a tight spot, for my friendship with her husband and her is an issue. I could, as a friend, offer to explain to her husband how Greta is feeling. That would be if Greta agreed. I could go ahead and take Greta as a client, but that could cause both personal and ethical issues because of my relationship with both people. I could try to get Greta to seek marriage counseling with her husband and help her to find the right therapist. Greta has some cultural issues, and I am not familiar with helping someone from another culture trying to adapt to American lifestyle. I've decided there are several ways to handle the situation. All results will depend on Greta's choices. I like Greta, and I understand she is feeling depressed, homesick, lonely, disconnected from her husband, socially inadequate, and just wants things to change. I feel she is willing to try, but needs her husband to understand her feelings. She did not say if she had tried talking about her feelings to her husband. He may be unaware of her feelings and unhappiness. Counseling as a couple may be a good option, and Greta as an individual could get additional help with cultural and other issues. She may not want her husband to be involved in any counseling at first. I would refer her to another after helping Greta understand the reasons. The reasons I feel she needs someone else as a therapist are a professional relationship and my working relationship with her husband. I would not be comfortable being so involved in my friend's problems. Greta needs a therapist that is experienced with cultural issues, and I have little in this area. Greta may not want a different therapist, but I need to try to help her understand and find someone that she can learn to trust. I can talk as a friend, but I need to help her find a therapist. I need to explain the legal and ethical reasons so Greta can realize why it is not possible for me to be her therapist. Legal and ethical reasons are important in this case because I work with her husband and I am a friend. I do not, as a friend, want to be in this place of turning her away, but I do not want to know more because I like her and her husband. I feel as a friend it is wrong, and as a therapist it is not ethical for me to get involved in Greta's therapy or marriage. My working relationship and friendship with Greta's husband could be weakened if I were to take Greta as a client. I would not want to ruin my relationship with Greta's husband. I feel as a new friend, Greta deserves my help, but I cannot be her therapist like she desires. I feel I could do more harm to everyone if she were my client. I would do everything possible to help her in other ways. I would talk to her husband or help her talk to him if Greta would try it. I will help her find a good counselor. I will, as a friend, try to helping her understand American, and she can help me understand her culture. I feel responsible to help Greta if possible, but even if she continues to beg, she would not get me to be her therapist because it is wrong at all levels. The situation is no different if I did not know her husband. I have a personal relationship with Greta, and I would have the same ethical issues. I would be influenced to take her as a client if I had just met and were not her friend. I might counsel her until she could feel more open with some others. Address some of her cultural and social fears and try to help her understand better. We could discuss the differences and I could talk with other colleagues that have more cultural therapy experience for guidance. If I see that I'm not going to be able to help her, then with her needs, I could try and persuade her to see another therapist. The fact Greta is wanting therapy is good, but she needs to be more willing to find the right therapist, and even without knowing me, another therapist with cultural skills and marriage therapy experience would be the best for Greta. I would try to help her see that she needs someone to meet her issues with the right experience and that is neutral